Hello everybody, welcome back in my channel Bortnyk Chess. Happy to see you all again. So, my tournament is over, US Masters 2024. Thank you very much organizers, thank you Charlotte Chess Center to invite me. So that was great event, very high quality organized, that was good. A little bit hard to play 2 rounds per day, and especially classical chess. But it's good experience. Some good games been played, and I hope you also enjoyed my games and you learned something new. So that's a final recap and 2 last rounds, round 8 and round 9. So let's begin with round 8, and I played against Rahul. Be honest, it's pretty hard. His last name is Srivatshav, probably. I'm apologize for mispronounce. It's pretty hard name for me. And his rating was 2494. So I played e4. This usually I'm playing in the classical chess. We played the c5, knight f3, and e6. I was thinking what to do. Maybe play g3, maybe b3. I don't want to play main lines. Just try to avoid theory as soon as I can. So I played just knight c3, knight c6 is fine, g3, d5 is possible. I mean, in this line you have to guys understand is white not even trying to get advantage. So I want to get the position which gonna be equal and something new for my opponent. So when for me too, it's usually new. So when I will play, just use my brain against him, not against our preparation. Knight f6 is fine, bishop g2, d5, I play d3, and now it's kind of... I could also take it just a castle, but I choose play d3, waiting move at d4, and after d4 92, it's getting king's Indian, but reversing and with couple tempos for white. So that's why I played d3. Instead, he played the bishop e7. I understood after he played the bishop e7, he will not try to actually change the pawn structure. So I just played small, just short castle, a6, and this is move actually questionable. So I didn't understand why he didn't play d4. d4 is the most logical move there. Also castle could play, but he chooses a6 like you're waiting, maybe move at a4 here. I don't know what he expected. Definitely he doesn't want to play b5. Maybe he was thinking it's if I play the e5 and knight d7, for example, rook e1, now he can play b5. So because e5, it's kind of one of these ideas, actual possibility. I just took ed. I was thinking like if he didn't play d4, why not just open the file ed. I could play d4 here, but I thought it's kind of early yet, so it's a bishop g4 gonna be somewhere there. Also short castle, and I don't think white has some advantage over there. So I played the rook e1, which is logical. You know, we have to control the open files, so that's just logical. He played this castle. h3, it's move more not just to make a luft on there for our skin for the future. Also, a very important create more space on the king side. Also, I prevent the move the bishop g4 in the end. In my actually idea. My idea is to play to d4, and after all of takes, to avoiding very annoying move like a bishop g4. I was expecting after h3, it's my opponent gonna play the d4 in this moment, and there, I could play like an a4 or 92, one of this move. Still position is equal, nothing specific, but again, um, um, pretty hard, to understand how to play next because it's a new position, and we can even try to hard to imagine for what it's a similar this position, yeah, from which is variation. So he just started to spend some times per move. He played the h6. It's moved like a waiting 2, but I had the plan. I played the h3 because I wanted to play d4. And I used that move. I played the d4. And next move, I don't think it's just the best. I was thinking maybe he just simply will takes here. But he played the bishop f5, which looks like a logical move. And I played the bishop e3, also logical. You can see it, I spent like 30 seconds per move. I just play immediately, instantly, and attack a pawn. His next move is just a blunder. I don't know what exactly he blundered there. Maybe he specially moved there, and he wanted to move there. But if he really wanted to do that, that's bad because he blundered pawn. He played 94, and I'm just simply take on c5 and open my queen and knight now attacking the pawn. So you have to take what he actually did. He took there, b takes c3, and bishop e4. Here white has options, two, which I calculate. It's put something on d4, knight or bishop. I had variation like knight d4 in my head, and if take doesn't work because of knight c6, of course, and we are winning piece. So instead of take, he can try takes, and after take, I have a knight square for my knight. All takes doesn't work. I will simply tripled, making them doubled. And I was found very funny variation. It's a queen d7. And now white has a queen h5 move. Again, I have to control this move. And after take, we play knight f5. And if takes, actually black's losing. After queen g4, we do not taking back the bishop. Now attacking on the mate. And also, because of this x-ray, discover, attack, and win a queen. But why I didn't move that, I was thinking it's maybe somewhere here, like a rook c8 move, and still pawn gonna be handing there by bishop. So I tried to avoid all these complications and play a more safety move. It's a bishop to d4. He played a rook c8, which I was also calculate, and knight d2. That's my idea. And if queen e5 somewhere, I have knight b3 now, and I want to hold my pawn and do not give the back. So take, and here another actual mistake. It takes, which is really looks crazy because he's untripled my pawn, makes them double, and his next move it's undouble my pawn. So he's just helped me, takes made my pawn chain much better. So I'm just stuck in there. How he needed to play, be honest, I don't know. It's already pretty hard to position, and if everything, it's very painful moves. So you have to suffer there in your position. But maybe it's queen d7 of here. Tried, but white is definitely better up of pawn, and because white has some triple pawns there, maybe some initiative blacks will have. But as I already showed it, he chose another way, and I was expecting here. Actually, bishop f6. I was calculate, but I was thinking also rook b8, but that's fine. Bishop f6 actually is fine. And after b7, only one move which I calculate, that was a rook b8. And he just surprised me. He played a rook to c3. I was in shock. Really, after rook c3, I didn't expect that. I was like, wait, what? My feeling is like, it's completely losing for black. First, I have up 2 pawns up. Look, and one of them on b7. And I can bring my rook back of this pawn and just defend. Which I actually did. After 5 minutes, I just sit in. Like, first of all, I'm sitting like with this face, like something like that. I'm kidding. No, I don't. And I play rook b1 because it's definitely the best move. Queen c7 is forced. So, and now I was start thinking. You can see I spent 22 minutes for my move. And be honest, I didn't find the best move here. And I was calculate that move, but I didn't move it. The winning move was a queen e2 with idea play queen e8. So if he, for example, takes here, then knight f3, which I missed. That's a problematic move, which I didn't see it at all. And if bishop's there, then I'm just simply takes. And just position is winning, so too many pawns there. So I completely forget about that. And also, I was seeing, but I was scared to take and suck the queen out there. But this is just winning. But it's not over, you know? He could play, instead of take on c2. And now white has to take on a6 pawn. And if take a knight, now play queen to a8. So if rook b8, then just check. Wait, not a check. Wait, check doesn't work. Wait, what? Because of this one? Okay, that's why I didn't play that. That's too dangerous. There's a lot of actual chances. Not check. A lot of chances to make draw somehow. Wow. Yeah, and just a draw. Wow. It's not rook e8, which is obvious. It's probably like rook c1, I guess. No, that's pretty hard to see. I wanted, before I started recording videos, I want to show a completely different line. Then when I moved rook queen e8, I think, wait, is a rook b8 possible? But also, black could try after queen e8 instead of bishop b8. They can try rook f2 here, and after take, check, and now it's only one move. We didn't king f1, and after takes, take king h7. Threaten mate here. Only another, just one move how to win, and that's a queen g8. After king g6, rook e6, and after f6, king e2 is winning. Only one move. So yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't find it. Instead of all of this mess on the board, I played knight f3, which I think is logical, but it's first move of my plan, so it's not just one move, single move. So I wanted defense the pawn, and if take doesn't work because of b8 winning, not our tactic there. So he played rook b8 correct, queen e2. I was thinking about queen d2, which was much better than queen e2, but I'm gonna show you why queen e2 doesn't work. That's why queen d2 is one possible move. Yeah. So, and after take, I was expecting takes on b1, and after take, make a check. So king h7 takes. If rook f2 take, queen c2, winning king e3 and queen e4. Which king e3, we already after the game I will be in the commentating, and actually truth showed me that, because I was thinking knight d2 is winning, but knight d2 actually is not winning because of queen d3, which I missed. So, but I think I would find it after he played it. But instead of this, he actually found the best move, and that's a rook a7, and I didn't see that at all. So I played the queen b5, and the point is, if takes, I gonna check, and after king h7 take, for example, rook takes on c2, it's losing because of check, and g6 takes, king h1, and now black just doesn't have a check, so I will take there, and they could resign. But engine set actually is not that easy after queen c6, and now I have to like take and just play this position with up of pawn. Yeah, I will have up of pawn, but full chances to make a draw. Instead of this all, he played a rook a3 with very interesting idea. It's after rook b3, take, and now my rook doesn't control the first rank. I take it, take, which is best, and here again I didn't find the winning immediately move. It's just a check, king h7, queen takes d5, queen c2, and very obvious move, knight d2. That's what I actually didn't see. An idea, knight to e4. Also pawn is handing, if takes, it's winning. I missed that. Be honest, this one actually not that hard. It's possible to find, but I thought it's rook e2 enough for win. And he played queen c4, take, and I think I found just one way how to has the chances for the win. Maybe, probably, it's a winning position after knight e5. He played rook a1, which is a mistake, and losing immediately. His idea play rook d1 and somehow trade it, but he blundered tactical. Some tacticals here. It's a knight d7, and now if a bishop d4 is losing immediately. Check, and discover check, take bishop. So he tried to play c3, and he wants to play rook d1 next. So for example, if take, and play rook e3 is here, then rook d1. And I'm not sure it's winning or not. Probably, of course, white has whole chances to win, but, rook endgames is pretty tricky. So instead of, I played rook e3, and I just calculate everything. If right now rook takes, for example, then check. But if bishop instead and rook defended, then after check, king h7, check, king g8, rook d8 pin, and black can't survive here. Just knight e6 unstoppable threat. So he could already resign, but he wants to check my ability to win in position, which I'm not good actually in this, and not just me, but need to show technique. But it's not a Blitz, it's classical chess, and I had enough time. I had 18 minutes. I played c3, f5, trade some pieces, rook d3, moving back, defend the pawn, and g5, king f1, f4. Last trick, if king e2 he could take. Also here still winning, but I would like to just not gives any chances after takes d5. He resigned. So pretty interesting game, and a lot of tactical opportunities been there. But be honest, he just blundered in the opening. But it's kind of opening when we already immediately in the middle game after opening, like in 8-10 moves, when he didn't understand what need to do, and he just blundered a pawn. So that's helped me to win. So after this round, I got 6 points of 8. And be honest, I got very good pairings in the end. I played against international master Draska, or Druska. I probably Draska. I'm sorry if I mispronounce again. And big spoiler, I didn't win that game. Game finished draw, and I finished with 6.5 and split from 5 to 20 or something like that. But played well, and let's just show you. I tried to win, by the way. e4 c6, d4 d6. You already saw it in my recaps. These lines I played it first time in this tournament. So he played knight c3, g6, some modern defense right now, and accelerate Gurgenidze variation. And in Gurgenidze it's a d5, but I wanted be in different pawn structure. After the game, by the way, he said he is hating all this. Not hating, he doesn't know that this is pawn structure as well. That's why I played it, because I know when Magnus played against me that when I was white, or Hikaru also played it, and I don't know the plans what to do. It's in the moment everything can turn around and you can get worse position with white. So it's very good to play that when you must win situation. So I thought it's a good was opening choice by me. He played knight f3 and bishop g7, bishop e2, bishop to g4. In this pawn structure, because of we still didn't open the tenor, I would like to change my bishop to the knight. So I expected like a h3, then just a take, knight d7 and e5. I play two knights, knight and bishop against two knights. Because I'm gonna block this pawn, so bishop will not be that good. So he played bishop e3, more like waiting what I'm gonna do. I played knight d7, queen g2, and queen c7. So during the game, after I played queen c7, I was start thinking maybe I should play like h5. With idea take, for example, something like this. After take, play bishop h6 and trade dark square bishop. And this became position more about, understanding of chess. And it's pretty hard to play with white if you don't, don't understand this structures well. So probably I have to do that. Or in this moment, probably even the better, play h5 here. So for example, a5, take, bishop h6, and probably that could be the best. Don't look at this +1. Yeah, this +1 if you will find all the best move. Trust me, it's pretty hard. Instead of this, I choose another option, which most logical and best. It's a knight gf6, develop pieces, a5, and maybe I should just castle here or take in castle. Instead, I play e5, which also fine. Castle, and h3. So he finally chose to attack in my bishop, and I just take. So if I played something like a rook e8 or any different moves, black will gonna be immediately in trouble after d5. So we don't have to allow d5. That's why this is a bad, because I can simply take it there. Let me show you quick. After take, just terrible pawn on d6. If it somehow trade the bishop, then it's cool, it's good. But bishops actually exist in the, and after take, pawn in trouble, rook coming, and strategically it's just terrible position. So that's why I took there, take, and play rook f e8. Actually, I was thinking maybe I could play b5, but I really scared that move. But I should have played it over here. I should play b5, and I was thinking about that. So not that long, I spent like 2 minutes. Last game I played very fast. But also I knew he needed to win a game to get GM door. I was expecting after rook e6, something like a rook maybe, not rook d1. What I was calculating here? I was thinking maybe queen somewhere or pawn b4 here. So not trade pieces here, but instead he played bishop g4 and trade everything. So we just traded, and position just close to be equal. Pretty hard actually to play with white. Double pawns, and I have very, logical moves here. It's a6, avoiding all double attacks when I will remove rook. Rook e3, rook a, e8. I wanted just a double, and I seen his move. This one, I will simply go back and knight f8. That's what I was calculating. Maybe I shouldn't play h6 here, which I also was thinking. But I thought it's check. Now I see check is not that good because of knight f6. But I was completely forget about knight f6 during my calculations. So if rook h3, then rook h8. Probably I should play this one and try to win this position. Instead of I played what I already mentioned before, and knight f8. And I was so happy of this position because he already had 23 minutes in his clock against 1 hour 16 minutes. And I would thought he will just play like a b4 or something. And then I will have a d5 or g3. Wait, g3 is terrible, not g3. f3. Something like that. I don't remember what exactly I calculate. Maybe b4, but b4 is d5, not b4. I think he just found the best move. He played queen d2 back. It's just the best move in the position. But this is asking, like, are you ready for repetition? I moved back was also his best move, because my knight doesn't need to be there if queen not on h6. I want to put it on c5 or f6. And he surprised me, he played back. I mean, if you have to win, and probably he thought he's not better here, but yes, maybe it's just small advantage, but you have to try. If you not win the game, you not earn gem nor. So I think he had to try it. But after queen h6, then f8, queen d2, I thought, come on. What am I gonna be a GM? Which GM I be if I not try to win this position? Of course, knight d7 needed to play. Instead, I played queen e7, which is terrible, by the way. But, you know, it's some game. So he played rook d1, knight d7 right now, and queen to h6. Again, if I play knight f8, it's gonna be just a repetition. That's why I played f5. Open my queen defend the pawn, and also, after all trades, I full open king, queen d4, knight to e5. Maybe I should place here something else, like a rook f8. But be honest, position just equal. And after knight e4, I start actually making mistakes. I play knight g4. I was thinking if c4, I have queen b4, which actually wrong, because of check is knight f1, and white is better. Then I found the queen f6, hopefully. Rook f6 doesn't work because of knight h5. And if rook g6 is always somewhere gonna be there, take it. Probably here. But why is some rook? I thought it's rook g3. Oh, knight f4 even maybe. So with rook after knight h5, I should play rook e6, then king f1, and I don't have anything here. Wait, do I have something? Wait, rook f8, rook g3. Oh my god, it's a rook g6 right. I should try this, by the way. Only one move here which is not losing is rook d4, c5, rook f4. I didn't see it. Oh my god, I didn't see rook f8. I was calculating rook e4, I calculated take, I missed rook f8. Damn it, I shouldn't play that. That nice try. Instead I took it there. He played rook h4 again. I try to avoid some make it draws here, so I should play rook g5 of course and make a draw, but I wanted still keep going, you know, and playing. And be honest, I shouldn't stop already over here and play rook g5, which I did actually, and play rook d5. Sorry, rook d5. That's what I meant. But instead, I played knight d5, and I think he will maybe spend some more time. He played knight d4, and he found best move probably. It's just knight c3 here, which I didn't expect. And here I was figuring out, okay, this is time to make a draw. I played knight f6 and offered draw. Because he is actually repeated there, I think he will just accept it. But it's a good, actually, he didn't accept it. He played f3. Tried to play some more. I played h5, you know, and I start to play fast, like, let's go. You don't want to draw? I'm gonna beat you then. He played king f2. He blundered rook f8. But who knew that it's the best actually move? To just put my rook on f8 and play king f1. This is crazy. Chess game is just crazy. Engine just insane. He blundered rook f8. He didn't see that move. But Engine said that's best. In g1, of course, if I played like rook e8, he will never play king f2 back. So I thought my rook on f8 is better, because if I will go somewhere with my knight, I'm gonna be able to take on f3. So that's why I played rook f7. He played check. I didn't expect it. I was thinking rook e1. So king h7 to wanna, be able to play rook fg7, but I missed everything in here. He played rook f4. I didn't see it. Rook e7, and he played rook d6. And here, very funny actually moment, he played the rook d6 and blundered knight g4. And I see it in his face, and he was thinking after the g4 he has to play rook d1. But now I have knight e3. After rook d2, rook eg7. I've been so happy if he just played the rook d1. But during the calculation, I recognize after knight g4, actually rook e4. And if take, I actually close to be losing here. Take, and take. So I had to play king g7, king f1, rook e3, and I already little bit calculation after fold trades. Of course, do not take, because it's a losing after g3. Probably not just a g3. Only g3 is not only. So pawn endgame just losing. So rook b3, king f2, and you just hold the position. So rook b2, rook b3, and he can't get the progress. And after a couple moves, we agreed to draw. So for both of us, draw, it was the worst result. For me, I didn't get good prizes, and I lost some rating points in the end, like 2 points, I guess I lost after all tournament, after all rounds, 2 or 3 points. So I still gonna be in 2600. Because of that one lose, I lost a lot of points in that game. But I'm happy how I played. So I didn't play bad. So I played well. In some games, I played very well. Others one, I played not that well. And I think I'm still in 2600, which I'm surprised, because I didn't play professional classical chess like 2 years. So one couple rounds I played in Ohio Open in September, but before that, I didn't play chess classical like 2 years, and that's a lot of time. Still, because I'm playing a lot in Blitz, online and over the board, we can do something in classical, but I don't want to repeat it, That's pretty hard to play 2 rounds every day in classical chess. It's very stressful, and when you're losing, it's very painful. So I don't know when gonna be my next classical tournament. I hope you enjoyed my recaps and you learned something new. So don't forget to press likes there and sub and follow my channel. Thank you very much for being with me during this tournament. That was a very tough one, but I think I will gonna back in the Blitz games much stronger now, and my next over the board chess gonna be World Rapid and Blitz Championship, which I'm gonna stream, and I will find somebody who will get the commentaries too. So see you guys soon. Bye bye.